Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Sunday, December 26, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Orlando Magic vs Miami Heat. Orlando's only lead of the night came at 2-0. Orlando got within 83-78 by the start of the fourth quarter thanks to a 31-14 burst. That was as close as they would come. Coach Jamal Mosley said RJ Hampton is out of the health and safety protocols but won't return until he gets in time to work on his conditioning. He will not be out there in this matchup against Miami. The Heat are missing some key personnel to be sure, with Butler and Adebayo leading the charge, but the fact that they still are healthier than the Magic tells you just how dire things are for Orlando. We've seen the Magic have to call guys up from the Lakeland Magic of the G League in order to put enough players in their rotation to take the floor. Miami has won 4 straight in this series and took the first 2 meetings rather easily this season. Even without Butler and Adebayo missing, the Heat have plenty of guys that can step up and contribute on both ends of the floor. Our first betting advice is to pick Miami Heat. The Magic enter this game 28th in the league in scoring offense as they average 101.5 points per game on the season. Orlando is 19th in the league in rebounding with 44.4 rebounds per contest, while they are 26th in assists by dishing 21.9 dimes a night. The Magic are 25th in the league in scoring defense by allowing 110.8 points per contest. Mo Bamba is 6th on the team with 10.3 points, 8.6 rebounds and 2.2 blocks per contest. Franz Wagner adds 15 points plus 4.7 boards a night. Terrence Ross chips in 11.1 points a game. Jalen Suggs adds 12.3 points, 3.4 rebounds and 3.6 assists a night this season. Wendell Carter Jr., 12.8 points, 10 rebounds, and Cole Anthony, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5.8 assists, are secondary scoring options. RJ Hampton, Moritz Wagner, Robin Lopez and Ignas Brazdeikis all have to contribute for the Magic. Currently, the team is without Jonathan Isaac, knee, Michael Carter-Williams, ankle, Etwan Moore, knee, and Markelle Fultz, knee, taking a big chunk of depth out of their rotation. Orlando is 28th in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 42.4% from the field on the year. The Magic is 16th in the league in threes per game as they hit 12 triples a night, while they are 28th in three-point shooting by hitting 32.4% from beyond the arc. Our second betting advice is to pick under the total. Philadelphia 76ers vs Washington Wizards. Embiid had 23 points and 10 rebounds for the Sixers, including a go-ahead three-pointer, with just under 6 minutes left for an 88-86 lead that wouldn't stick. Therese Maxey scored 17 points in defeat as well. Philadelphia watched a Hawks team that was without 9 players from their regular roster, including star Trae Young, jump out to a 19-point lead. The Philadelphia crowd was not into the holiday spirit as they booed the Sixers off the court at halftime. There was no line here. I assume Philly should be -1 or so, but that won't matter much. Basketball is all about matchups, and Washington doesn't have any size with Bryant out. Daniel Gafford can block shots, but is giving up about 40 pounds against Embiid, so they'll have to double team him, which gives open shots to Seth Curry and Tobias Harris. And while the Wizards have been playing better without Beal, it's hard to imagine they'll continue against a tough matchup in the erratic Sixers. After trailing 64-57 at the half, the Wizards outscored the Knicks 33-22 in the third quarter to take a 4-point lead into the final quarter. Kyle Kuzma came alive late with consecutive 3-point shots with under 3 minutes left to seal the win for Washington. Kuzma finished the game with 18 points and 10 rebounds. Our first betting advice is to pick Philadelphia to cover. Dinwiddie came back to form with 21 points and 12 assists, while rookie Corey Kispert scored a career-high 20 points in his first career start on 6 of 7 shooting. Kyle Kuzma added 17 points, including 2 3-0 inters down the stretch to cement the game. Without Beal, Washington is a puzzling 4-0. He's their only all-star, but they do have more balance without him. Their leading scorer sans Beal is backup center Montrezl Harrell, 14.5 ppg, 7.4 rpg. Kuzma adds 12.8 points and 7.0 rebounds, but is shooting just 41.7% from the field and 32.7% from three-point range. Dinwiddie adds 12.6 points and 5.3 assists, but is shooting just 38.4% from the field. Overall, the Wiz ranked 22nd in offensive rating and 19th in defensive rating, according to duanksandthrees.com. They average 106.2 points per game on 46.5% shooting, 32.7% 3PT. They allow 108.4 points per game on 45.3% shooting, 33.7% 3PT. Our second betting advice is to pick over 209.5. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the high-stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Toronto Raptors vs Cleveland Cavaliers. Shooting 9 of 17 from the field and 3 of 3 from the foul line in Saturday's 119-100 win over the Warriors, Fred VanVleet finished with 27 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. VanVleet recorded one of his best lines of the season against a Warriors team that benched Stephen Curry. He racked up 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists in the first half alone. Unfortunately, he was sent into the league's protocols after the game and remains in doubt for this matchup with the Cavaliers. Both teams are dealing with several players missing in action, which makes things difficult to try and get an accurate read on here. Toronto hasn't played in over a week with their guys in protocol, while Cleveland was shorthanded in their loss to Boston, which snapped a 6-game win streak. With that said, the Cavaliers are playing well this season and gave coach J.B. Bickerstaff an extension through the 2026-27 season for his efforts. Toronto has struggled even when they were healthy, and that's clearly not the case here. Lamar Stevens, Dylan Windler, Denzel Valentine, R.J. Nembhard and Ed Davis also are in protocol. They signed forward Tree Scott from the G League Cleveland Charge to a 10-day contract via the NBA's hardship exception. 7'6" center Taco Fall, who saw limited action the past 2 seasons with Boston but was a fan favorite, made his first career NBA start due to Cleveland's limited roster. Mobley, Allen, and Okoro are all game-time decisions heading into the home matchup. Our first betting advice is to pick Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers come into this one ranked 18th in the league in scoring offense as they put up an average of 106.8 points per game this season. Cleveland is 13th in rebounding as they grab 45.3 boards per contest and stand 8th in assists by handing out 25 dimes a contest this year. The Cavaliers are 2nd in the league in scoring defense as they allow an average of 101.4 points per game this season. Colin Sexton is 3rd on the team with 16 points per game this season. Darius Garland, 19.4 points, 7.3 assists, C.D. Osman, 11.5 points, and Ricky Rubio, 12.6 points, 6.6 assists, are solid offensive options. Kevin Love, 12.4 points, 7.3 rebounds, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, 13.8 points, 8.3 rebounds, Lauri Markkanen, 13.4 points, 5.2 rebounds, and Jarrett Allen, 16.8 points, 10.8 rebounds, are other contributors in the Cavaliers' rotation. Cleveland is 12th in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 46% from the floor as a team on the year. The Cavaliers are 13th by knocking down an average of 12.4 three-pointers a night, while they are 12th by connecting on 35.6% of their attempts from beyond the arc. Our second betting advice is to pick under the total.